Welcome to the Nerd Paradise Podcast with me, your hosts, Marky B, the secret Asian man.
Your concerned citizen, Harvey.
And your spawn of hell, Matthew.
It's kind of debating on names here.
Apparently, I thought you were ready.
You gotta commit, man.
Yeah, but I like the one and then I like the other. It's okay.
You've got time.
You gotta pick a horse.
So, how is everyone today?
Okay, good. Still kind of laughing in my mind about what happened last week.
Yes, says the guy that I probably should throw this can through his head.
Last week was definitely
I gotta say,
entertaining.
it's one of my gems.
Oh
Yeah, because you did so much work there.
Hey, I just instigated it.
But
It's all you two. I give all the credit to you two.
Don't worry, folks. We'll have Sir Duke back at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully this time Matt will try to knock him out instead of the other way around.
He still has a bone to pick with you, Mr. Calling him a germaphobe.
No, we settled that off air.
And we'll settle it on air again. This time with nunchucks.
No, I'm just gonna stand there and take the hits. That's the only thing.
That's what she said.
Oh dear.
Yes, that was a very dark one, I just realized.
Well, I was enjoying the weather for a little while. Because it was nice, and then it kind of got hot and gross again.
It's still not as bad as last week.
Definitely
Every
not.
time we do a podcast now.
Yeah, it always starts to rise for the day we're going to meet.
But like I just said, it's not as bad as last week's, and at least the humidex isn't going to be hitting 40 plus.
Yeah, and Euro Cup's going on. Hooray.
Well,
yeah.
a lot of things are going on today.
Well, not just today, I mean the past while.
Yeah, but...
And let me tell you, working daytime when Euro Cup games are going on in a bar, a sports bar especially,
Well,
not the most
any
fun
type
thing.
of sporting event is crap for you.
Any type, yes. People,
But Euro's worse. Soccer is something people get more passionate over than any other sport in the world.
Well,
people go over the top.
if you're in Canada, it's...
No.
Worldwide.
Soccer is probably the sport that people go batshit insane over.
Yeah.
There's no other sport that can claim that title.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a point.
You're not going to hear about Canadian curling riots.
Those do happen, from what I hear.
Apparently,
All two people of rioting.
Toronto, maybe, but keep in mind, it's huge over out in the west provinces.
Yeah, it's huge, but like I said, you're not going to hear of a curling hooligan riot. You're going to hear of an Irish hooligan soccer riot.
The thing is, the curling hooligans have the most ideal tools to riot with.
A broom.
Yeah, you can smack people with a broom, and you can smash windows with a fucking curling rock.
Yeah, and then they go back and sweep it up.
And you don't need to worry about blood, because it just, ice is over.
Blood on the ice. Oh dear.
Yes, but we're not a sporting podcast, so
No.
we're digressing here a little.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get on with the news.
Athletes.
Anyways.
That was a bit extreme.
Yes. It was also in...
I think we've already had enough
very-
rage, Harvey, from 2 to 3 weeks ago.
I am simply sarcastically perpetuating a stereotype with our demographic. The anti-jock thing?
Yeah, but I watch sports.
If anything, the
Well,
stereotype is that the nerds look up to the jocks while the jocks still pound their butts.
I've rarely heard of that.
Anyway.
Yeah. So,
News.
who shall start?
Who wants to start?
How about I start then?
Okay.
Let's start with release dates for games coming out.
Get your checklists out, people.
Yeah. Well, it's only 2 items that we got.
It's a very short list.
Yeah. So, number 1 is Guild Wars 2, which has been called for a release date at the last weekend of August.
Okay, I gotta put that down.
Yes, you should. Heads up, anybody that wants to pre-order, you can up until the day of release. But if you want to get the 3-day head start, you must have participated in at least one beta event.
Yeah. Also, it's good to mention.
So I'm screwed.
No, the next beta event is at the end of July. If you get the game in July, Mark, and participate in the last beta with us, you'll be good for a 3-day head start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One thing to mention, GameStop had a little fuck up in terms of Guild Wars 2 and their release date. They had put it for July 26th for some reason, and they had banners up in their stores actually advertising this. And then turns out, nope, that's not. And at the time, they hadn't released the date, so they said it'll be ready when it's ready. And then so GameStop put their advertising for December 26th, 2012.
Yeah, not even close.
They always have problems, though.
Yeah.
It's not.
But
yes,
final week of August, that would be around the 29th or so. It should be out, people.
Mm-hmm.
And the 3-day head start will obviously be around 3 days before that.
So I can get some good time in before I'm back to school.
Yeah.
Second game. What's in this?
Oh yes. Well, the second game, of course, is one very near and dear to us: Pokemon. Black and White 2 has its official English release date of October 7th.
And it seems to be promising a fair bit more than Black and White did.
Yes.
Do the country style poker rap for the new game.
See, there seems to be a lot more content and a lot more things to do. And thankfully, they got rid of Pokemon musicals and instead there's Pokemon Hollywood.
I still don't.
Which is where you are fighting the Mecha Tyranitar.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it's you're
I thought
filming
it was a
a
Team
movie.
Rocket thing, like
No.
a Team Plasma thing.
No, it's you're filming a movie with your Pokemon, and your Pokemon are fighting the robot in the movie.
That's
so it is Godzilla.
Yeah. So that is making it a lot more awesome.
Now that makes sense in that Austin Powers movie where the Charmander starts running away.
So
it all comes together now.
Which also explains why the footage had a Typhlosion, because that means it's not a story event. It's just a side quest. You can do it any time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I wanted to fight a damn ass.
Well, you do still fight it. It's just the stakes aren't as high.
You don't lose.
No, you can lose.
No, but like you don't lose. Like it's not the end of the world if you lose.
Yeah.
Well,
not that it matters in Pokemon.
Except in the Pokemon in-universe movie that you're making, it is the end of that world.
That's a pretty
Your
dark career.
So basically, my 6 Pokemon have now become the Avengers.
Yeah.
Essentially. If the Avengers ever fought Godzilla.
I'm making a blog now, just to my mind, what the Pokemon equivalent to the Avengers will be.
Huh. We'll have to make that list. You know what? That can be our third segment today. We'll think about that.
Okay.
Because we already got a second segment where we're going to be reviewing Pokemon Conquest.
Oh, it's going to be another Pokemon day. Andrew, Duke, don't listen.
Alright, so that's it in terms of game releases for confirmed dates.
My turn?
Yeah, you got your Smash Brothers news?
Yes. So if those who have not known yet, it's pretty new, I guess. But Nintendo will not be developing the next Smash Brothers. Say what?
What? They'll be producing it.
They will be producing it, but they will not be developing it. Instead, another company will be. And I'm guessing you guys know what the company is because it's Namco Bandai, which has got a lot of known games out there. I can't really name all of them, but they're there. I'm thinking Mega Man, maybe.
Dynasty Warriors, too.
Yeah.
That's one of their big
Mega
ones.
Man and... No, but then they had that in...
Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Mega Man would be a cool choice to have, especially if in his single-player mode. After you defeat each enemy, he gets a portion of their power.
Well, it is a side-scroller, is it not?
See, it would be a lot more easy to put Zero in as a character if that works with the licensing.
It does.
Why not have both?
Because it seems a lot easier to have the sword-wielding character than the Buster Shooter.
But you
says the guy about the game that has Samus in it.
Yeah, there's Samus and you have Snake.
Which kind of would have which essentially would have the same kind of mechanics in this case.
So, if you've not played some of the Capcom vs. Marvel games,
I have.
Mega Man doesn't just have a blaster.
I know he does use some of the other...
He kicks. It's a very humorous kick, but it's a kick nonetheless.
Yes.
And mind you, it also depends on which Mega Man they use. I mean, there's a different
there's
version.
X, there's old, like really, really old school Mega Man. Yeah. Mega Man from the show.
Oh my god, the Mega Show, that was great.
Which one, though, are you guys thinking about?
The 80s cartoon.
Yeah.
Or late 90s.
I'm thinking more of the anime one they did where NT Warrior.
No.
They might do that.
No, I don't. No.
See, I would not like that, but it would probably be a little easier to conceptualize all the fighting moves.
Well, that is
because now we know DSL cords are obsolete.
Yes.
Well, that's why I believe in the second season they were wireless in there anyways.
Now there's no big dramatic sequence of logging in. You just wind it up and press a button and it sends a signal. How very dynamic.
Yeah, mind you, that show did jump the shark when they had the kid fuse with Mega Man.
Yeah. Okay, that made no shit. Why do they have to fuse with human beings?
I don't know.
We've got Digimon, we've got Pokemon, and we got Mega Man.
Yeah, and
you see the problem here.
Wrong order. First Digimon, then Mega Man, now Pokemon.
Still.
What did I miss?
What do you mean?
Why? When are people fusing with Pokemon now?
We told you about this. The manga.
Right. Yeah.
Which they might want to do an actual series for the anime.
Yeah, because that's gonna go over so well. Because the Digimon seasons where they fused with them were so well accepted.
No, that's where Digimon just went away.
Yeah, essentially.
After that, no one really cared anymore.
That and parents had a hissy fit about the fact that, oh my god, these children are naked.
Yeah.
I want to divulge for a second here and talk about something I am concerned over. People, you've probably seen the ads for the movie Ted coming out.
Okay.
It's by the director of Family Guy, and it's, from the sounds of things, it seems to be more like mid-time Family Guy. And not to mention that the bear sounds exactly like Peter Griffin, except that he has some of the mannerisms of Brian. And
tries to match the accent of one Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's essentially the guy's regular voice he's using for Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
with more of a New Yorker kind of accent.
Yeah. What concerns me is that this movie is probably going to get its own series as well. He's probably going to make a cartoon of this.
I told you.
He probably will. We don't have to watch it, but the movie at least looks entertaining. I'm not saying it looks great, but it looks entertaining.
It'll be more adult. It'll be an adult version of Alf.
I think it would be a pretty interesting concept, but I would probably enjoy it better if it were done by almost anybody else.
Yeah.
I have very little love for Seth MacFarlane.
What was that sitcom with that stuffed bunny that the drunk guy kept talking to? I forgot.
Not Ed the Bunny, was it?
No,
or
might have been.
Yeah, something like that.
No, Ed the Bunny
where
was
from
PJ Katie's farm.
Every few minutes he starts ogling the dude's daughter.
Greg the Bunny.
That's
with
it.
the Hollywood guy and Seth Green in there.
Yeah.
Interesting link.
Interesting, yeah.
I think of that when I think of a Ted sitcom or something.
Well, either way, though, we'll see what happens. The movie does look better than anything that McFarlane's putting out currently on TV.
I have a feeling that all the funny parts have already been shown through the trailer, and then when you actually watch the movie, you basically won't
Maybe, but people say that about every kind of comedy out there these days. And
but that's what they do with almost any comedy these days.
Not all of them. There are the good ones that actually have better jokes in it.
Some of them,
and especially with this one, where a lot of the humor is more stuff that you cannot play on TV.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing that it may have it going for it. That it hasn't shown the real zingers because you can't say fuck on TV constantly.
I have another upcoming movie.
Unless you're South Park.
Another upcoming movie that concerns me. I can't remember what it's called, but it's loosely based off of Channing Tatum's life before he became an actor. You know what he was? He was a stripper.
Oh, Magic
that
Mike.
one.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's about Channing Tatum's life. And you know who's the...
You know what?
I'm not surprised, by the way.
You know what? I've got nothing against that movie. Every year there's constant movies that are just done for guys, with hot women in it.
But this is reverse.
But this is the opposite,
This is
and
reverse.
for a women audience, and honestly, they deserve one.
Yes, for that sake, I'll give it to you. One thing that I cannot fathom is that the mentor stripper man who kind of gets him started is played by the one and only Matthew fucking McConaughey.
Yeah, that I will say that's a bit concerning, because
That is icky. I have a problem with this man.
I don't have a problem with him because I've seen him when he's decent.
The thing
But when he's not in a leading role, mind you, he can be decent. But he's a bit old.
he's old and he's stuck in his persona from like 7 years ago.
Clothes, you gotta look right into the eyes of that woman right there.
Yeah, this man who has gone around being, like, actively being a surfer bum that still somehow can't shake his southern drawl and can't raise his blood pressure to give you a raised eyebrow or anything. I have problems with Matthew McConaughey. Let's just leave it at that. I don't like the looks of this movie.
Anyway, can we go on?
You're not the target audience, though.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're not a woman. First of all.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a person who's interested in men and seeing them taking their shirts off. Even so, if I were to go to a movie like that for some other reason, like to go with moral support or for someone who else might enjoy it, there are some cases when I could be like, okay, I can find some entertainment in this. And maybe there's something in that movie, but I haven't seen any of that in the trailers. So,
I'm guessing a lot of penis jokes.
Probably a lot, yeah.
I don't know. The person that wrote the movie, if they do have them, it's going to be more like subtle humor.
See, either way, it's gonna be penis jokes. You can tell.
Now, see, before we get back, I can kind of understand how this guy could have been a stripper first. But how did he get the leap from male stripper to actor? Was someone watching him at one of the clubs and said, wow, I really believe him as a naked fireman. I love how he wears that helmet. That's fascinating. You, do 18 heartthrob.
There have been weirder things.
Yes. But...
Yeah,
Like,
it's funny though.
The guy who
Him
played
and
Mick Dundee in the Crocodile Hunter
Oh,
movies. He used to be a construction worker.
Crocodile Dundee movies?
Yeah, the Crocodile Dundee movies.
What's
Yeah, he used to be a construction worker.
Okay, well, I don't find that to be as weird of a discovery
Well,
thing, really.
Yeah, but
you think
at least as a stripper, you're still a performer.
I suppose.
Well, again, it may not be like that. It may have been, I want to get into acting, take acting classes, then audition. You never know if it might be actually something normal, Harv.
Maybe. I also think it's interesting that
but
he has
at least
to,
this was entertaining.
he has to learn to put it on before he takes it off.
I mean,
But
he's already focused on being a acting like a cop. Why not take it to the next level and start acting?
all right.
Okay, back to the news.
Yes,
tangent dissolved.
All right. In other internet-related news, for those fans of That Guy with the Glasses, I'm sure you're all aware of this by now, but excuse me, Noah Antweiler, the Spoony one, has parted ways from the site. I'm sure many of you already have various speculations of what happened, you have people you like to blame, but honestly, stop pointing fingers already. These things happen. There are creative differences. There are personal differences. Not everyone in a site that large is going to be friendly with everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It happens. For all we know, maybe one day he'll come back. There have been other producers that have returned. So don't get your panties in a bunch, people. Don't go attacking other producers on that site that you think are at fault for this. Calm your shit and enjoy the videos of the people that you do enjoy. He's still got his own site there, the Spoony Experiment. He's still going to be producing his own stuff, and he'll still occasionally collaborate with the others on the site because,
Let's face it.
yeah, he's still part of the community. He's just not
Yeah.
in the community.
He's still bros with some of the people, I'm sure.
Yeah. So
I mean,
don't worry about it. These things happen.
I don't think you're gonna get sour grapes over some like if it's a small thing. You're not gonna get sour grapes over something small.
Well, it can be viewed as small, but there's other aspects of it that can be viewed as pretty big. But at the same time, it's what's already happened. It shouldn't be gone into, and anyone that is interested in finding out what happened, you can look through various sites and try and find out. But personally, not my problem. Just enjoy the content, people.
I'm not into dirt sheets.
Not my problem. Just enjoy the videos, people. It's what these people want to do with their lives. They entertain us. Just be entertained. Don't be bitches.
And this is where we get the comment, thanks for the soapbox, Matt.
Harvey was the one that first went on it.
Yes, I did.
You have a point there.
But mine was over a different media.
Either way,
Soapbox.
first one.
It's okay. He just gave you his soapbox.
Exactly.
It's too bad soapboxes these days are made out of cardboard.
Yeah.
Can't have a derby with a Tide box.
I don't know. Those things are pretty durable.
No, the clothes are durable once you wash with Tide. The sparkly, shiny... I'm not going to fucking advertise them.
So, yeah.
Moving along.
Okay, next
do
one
better.
has something to do with TV/kid shows, anime. 4Kids is, as you well know, bankrupt. No more.
Hallelujah!
Ding dong, the bitch is dead.
Which old bitch?
The 4-kid bitch.
Yes, as many of you are aware, 4Kids is the devil.
Wait, where are they going to give Pokemon to?
Pokemon has been taken over years ago by Nintendo itself.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That's why
Pokemon USA.
That's why we lost some of the voice actors, unfortunately.
Okay.
No, but yes, many of you know, 4Kids was one of the first companies to begin dubbing anime in North America. Unfortunately, they were also probably the worst company to begin dubbing anime in North America, for the simple reason of Americanization of anime. Either removing aspects of an anime to make it seem less violent, i.e. guns, blood, swearing...
That's why I never... That's why
or coloring guns to make them look like water guns.
And taking any bit of Japanese culture that they include in there and totally calling it something else and disregarding the original intent and origin of this thing.
Yes, because Jinpachi is definitely called Bob.
Yeah. Or in other aspects, changing the tone, literally changing the tone of an entire show just so you can make it apply to a male audience, like they did with Card Captors, where they literally sped up the introduction of Lee and tried to make more episodes focus, try to edit episodes down to focus more equally on him so that they could get more male viewers. When honestly, that anime and the manga itself is about the girls themselves, and
whole reason why
they completely got rid of the lesbian relationship in it.
Well,
it wasn't blatant, but it was still there.
Yeah, I mean, you do know who ended up with who in the end. So.
Yeah.
Was it Sakura and the martial arts girl?
No, Sakura and Madison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so...
I looked up to Lee as a kid. I thought he was badass.
Well, yeah, but that was the 4Kids version. In the actual... And that was their intent, to make it so that males would like it. But the actual anime was focusing on the girls in Japan, not Lee. Lee was a side character.
So, basically, what's on the CW network for the States, and that doesn't really count for us. But what they're divvying it up, mostly on their anime side, is basically the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise and the Dragon Ball Z franchise.
So that and their regular shows as well, like...
Cubics.
No. Ninja Turtles, they had.
Yeah, there's a new Ninja Turtle show coming out.
Yeah.
I wonder if Fox is going to actually bring back their Saturday morning lineup.
They won't. Fox owned 4Kids, so if 4Kids doesn't exist, they've got nobody. They'd be paying ridiculously high licenses to air anything now.
I guess everything's going to Cartoon Network.
Fox is going slowly.
We'll see what
slowly
happens.
down the drain.
Anyways,
But yeah.
so Konami will now receive the rights for the Yu-Gi-Oh anime franchise as well as the sites, even the manga books will be towards them.
But Mark, what'll happen to Dan Green?
Fuck him.
Yeah, I would not be attacking Dan Green. He's been going through a pretty rough time when his wife died during childbirth of his twins.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Please, people, please, guys, don't insult the guy that's taking care of his family on his own when his wife died in childbirth.
That's harsh.
Yeah.
That sounds like a plot twist.
Unfortunately, it's real life, and it's pretty bad. Like, Little Karibo and Team 4-Star did charity things for the guy.
Either way.
And he thanked them personally for those things. Like, the new Yu-Gi-Oh! Lady Gaga parody song was a eBay bid that he did for that.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And Dan Green hasn't worked on Yu-Gi-Oh! In a while because he only did the first season.
That was just him for the first
Just
one?
for Yu-Gi. He didn't do any other roles.
Okay.
But yeah.
And I'm sure he'll get voice acting in other roles anyways. He's got talent, he just wasn't with the right company.
Can I continue?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
We apologize, Dan Green, for Harvey's insensitive comment.
Yes.
What did I say?
I think I said something worse, so
Either
I apologize.
Someone or the other insulted the guy when it's not the time.
I meant no offense to the man.
Well, we didn't know.
No.
So yeah, and for the Dragon Ball Z rights, Kidsco/Toei will receive the rest.
Now, just pay attention, people. These are just the Dragon Ball Z rights for Dragon Ball Z to
Funimation, by the way. I forgot that.
For Dragon Ball Z to air during the days, not where it airs later at night, with the Funimation version. It has all the good stuff in it. This is the edited down version's rights, not the full version rights.
Oh, so they're gonna have to stretch it to make full content for an episode.
Well, not stretch it, but yeah. But Funimation does the full versions, so yeah, they're not afraid because Funimation was the one that first did Dragon Ball Z in the beginning, and it's their.
You told me that what they did was they made Frieza sound like more of a guy. Someone said that, and I did not.
I
like
wasn't
that.
the one that said that. I think it's the same voice actor for Frieza. It's just that he's older, so slightly deeper, but not enough to notice it.
Okay.
But that was a complaint with the original Dragon Ball Z dub that new people that were coming on hearing Frieza thought that it was a woman.
But I like that.
Yeah,
I mean, because
in the States there were people, mostly the stay-at-home moms. Just a generalization as the group of people that complain about these things that thought that the whole Frieza fight with Goku was the guy beating up on a woman.
Oh dear.
But it was an effeminate. Never mind.
Yeah, I know, but Americans don't get that. A lot of Americans saw this, seeing their kids, and they heard Frieza talk, and they thought, "Oh my God, that guy is beating on a woman. This show is sexist."
Never mind, this character is a genocidal maniac going around destroying.
He was basically an alien Hitler.
Yeah,
well, he was worse. He was going to other places too, everywhere.
Yeah. No. The people that were concerned about this thought, "Oh, in feminine like voice, this guy's beating up on a woman. This show is sexist. Let's sue them."
Lipstick too.
In the first
form,
fingernails.
form, yeah.
And then the black fingernails.
Yeah, see, the second and third form look not like male or female at all, just like alien.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there were certain groups in the States when Dragon Ball Z first aired in English that simply saw a couple of clips of Frieza talking and Goku fighting him and thought, "Oh my God, this guy's beating up on a woman. This show is sexist." Completely out of context, not realizing what the hell's going on.
And fucking ignorant.
Yeah. Not realizing that one, the character is male, so that doesn't really matter. Two, genocidal, crazy psychopath.
Mm-hmm. Merciless and just a total dick.
And three, never in Dragon Ball's history has a female ever really been killed in the show anyways.
This is why I like to watch
Even
Japanese, the anime stuff in Japanese, and it's not because of the language or anything or the dubs. It's the fact that there's no bullshit that comes with it.
Yeah, but
You take it as it is.
Mm-hmm.
really, think about Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Never was there a female character in the main timeline of the show that gets themselves killed. Only one time a female gets killed is in Future Trunks' timeline when Future Trunks kills Future 18.
Yeah.
But normal 18 does not get killed.
But
She gets saved.
That shouldn't matter to them because it's an android.
Yes,
no, it was
it
Krillin
shouldn't.
being his stupid ass.
They even say android.
Yes, they do, but either way.
Well, Android is Android entirely?
No,
Robot?
they used to be humans.
They used to
Okay.
be humans, but they're more
Well,
machine than.
No.
Well,
No. Mm-mm. The 17 and 18 were more organic than machine.
right. That's why she had kids.
Yeah, that's why she
Okay.
could have a baby.
Okay, so Android is both but more organic, and Cyborg is both but more mechanical?
Yeah,
Okay.
Essentially.
essentially, yeah. I mean, it's a fine line. Like, we're not gonna get into that right now.
Either way,
Yeah, we're not going to break down to the bare schematics,
No.
but
Yeah.
there we go.
So yeah.
I see it more like this way. 17 and 18 were androids, and I describe 16 as more of a cyborg.
Okay.
Super 16.
Sweet 16.
No.
No,
Never mind.
16
you
was
don't-
the-
You didn't get it. You didn't watch anything after that.
No, I didn't pay too much
What?
attention to that.
16 comes back. I think.
Not 16.
No, sorry, 17. Super 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16 was the one that Cell kills and is the one that's able to
Oh, the
trigger Gokon's Super Saiyan 2.
the level head.
Yeah.
Okay.
The big guy that actually didn't want to fight.
He kind of talked like this, I think.
He was the big friendly giant. I kept
Essentially.
calling him.
Yeah. He gets killed by Cell, and that turns Gohan Super Saiyan 2, and yeah.
So yeah.
I think that's it for the news, really.
And then Legend of Korra came out with season finale. Wait for the next one.
Yeah. Which has not been announced when that's coming. If you have not seen the season finale yet, we're not going to give any spoilers. We're not going to do a review of it because not everyone here has seen it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm busy.
Yeah, but anyways, we're not going to do a review or give any spoilers, but do watch it. It's good, but at the same time, it does have its flaws.
Yes. Personally, I liked it. There were some cop-outs I found that they did, but on the whole, I liked it.
Yeah.
Apparently, the whole Tumblr is all aflutter with
Well, we'll
how
save
much
that
they
for our
didn't like it.
review.
Yeah.
We'll save that for a review.
If we do a review.
Mhm.
Well, we did the first
Just
two episodes.
be
Might as
aware,
well.
people, of one thing. That when originally Korra was made, this was supposed to be the last episode. They weren't planning a second season of Korra, so take that as you will if you watch it.
One thing you will learn from the finale is that dreams can come true.
That's another soundbite, isn't it?
No.
No,
No.
it doesn't.
It's not the soundbite like Prometheus.
No.
Alright, so that's it. We'll be back with a review of Pokemon Conquest. And,
Ooh, I got some sound effects
Yeah.
for that.
oh dear. Oh dear. Talk to you soon.